I had two trailers. It was going to be Super Mario Galaxy and Fallout. And I said, the way this shit has been glitching, I said, not even going to test those
Hey,
buttons.
we can try Mario. Has everyone seen it? Yes or no?
I haven't seen
Yes.
it, so
I've
I'm
seen
all.
part of it.
Hey, look, we can run it. I can clean it up in post. We'll do the Mr. Chocolate.
I will be aggravated. Reproach.
Okay.
Fix it in
I will try it for the sake of the crew, and let's see what happens.
All right.
Hey, big guy! You wanted to see us?
Don't move, I'll be right up. Step in the soup, clean up the paint.
All right, he's still tiny.
And also trim the bonsai bush. Here we go. Hey, Luigi. What's up, Mario? Behold, I made a masterpiece for Princess Peach. What do you think?
Love the colors.
It's trash.
Oh,
How dare you look at my masterpiece and say that?
I'll burn the skin off your bones.
Wow.
Fireball jutsu.
Sorry about that. That's the old Bowser talking. Still working through my demons, I suppose. Anyway, I need my 8 hours or else I really turn into a monster.
Oh, that
I'm
little
Bowser
motherfucker.
Jr. And I'm gonna be
God
taking
damn.
my father now.
Mario Sunshine.
Princess Rosalina, you're coming with me.
Okay,
they are
Captain
taking-
Marvel. Okay, Brie Larson.
Yes, they are taking a little bit from Odyssey too. So Odyssey, Galaxy, dang.
Sunshine.
It's out.
Sunshine.
Sunshine, yeah.
That's a lot of sunshine in there with Bowser Jr., which I'm so glad because like they just threw that in the trash after one try, and I don't get it.
And Sunshine was actually fun to play.
It was, but the fact that like they actually let Bowser and his son talk.
Yeah, true.
What do you got, Kira?
I was going to say, just look at the company that closed it. They are very much anti-fun. Very much.
Count
it. It does look fun.
This is also true.
Peaches, peaches.
I think they're starting. And I think we had this conversation before, but I think certain studios are starting to figure out, as far as the video game franchises, what works best.
Yep.
Like in what medium? Like Mario works best in this type of animation. It just does.
Just don't ever do live action again.
You know, I still have never sat through that. Like I remember seeing that tape in Blockbuster and everything just telling me, don't. I will just go with the cartoon that has the PSAs about not doing drugs and this giant Italian man.
Too far. I had SpongeBob's voice in there. I don't need it. I don't need it.
I was like, I'll just go with the Mario Brothers cartoon where, you know, the big Italian man in the overalls. Hey, kids, remember, don't do drugs or you'll go to hell and you'll die.
I just
Albano.
I just don't need to see Dennis Hopper as Cooper again. I just don't need to see. That was a mutated Cooper.
My young self watching Super Mario, the live action Super Mario movie, and just kept saying, "What is going on?"
I mean, you
Why-
had
why
they had
this?
Super Scope 6 rifles. That's always like Nintendo. If this was product placement, this was the worst product placement you have ever done in a movie.
What about this part, Spartan? Oh, I think I'll name him Yoshi. That's not fucking Yoshi.
That's not Yoshi. Yoshi, that mutated basket case was not Yoshi.
I'm curious to where he plays into in the movie because we saw his egg at the end of the last one, and I figured it was going to be like a Mario Land or Mario World. But the fact that we are jumping to Galaxy with I'm curious if Rosalina is actively with them or if she is telling like a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away type of tale.
It's
Because
Brie Larson. They're not gonna sidetrack.
I mean, not sidetrack, but if like it's two plots in like two different time periods taking place.
Oh,
I did see a clip where she is telling a bedtime story.
Yeah.
So it might be a little column A, column B.
sounds. Yeah, I will confer to say that. But like again, once again, this franchise works best as this animation.
Yep.
Minecraft wildly works best as a live action.
Actually, not bad. Actually, me and Chad sat down and watched it. I understand that. I understand Chicken Jockey now.
I
don't want to.
I've never
Same.
I understand it. I've just never seen anyone a whole theater in real time quote a film as they saw it for the first time. Like that was some like not even an end game. That was some different shit.
Oh, I just sat there and my son was like, I will never do that in the movie theater. I said, good, because I would have whooped your ass if you did.
Like they didn't scream like the TikTok people were doing, but like literally everyone in the same time just went, oh, Chicken Jockey. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Like because my friend took her
to far. Did you feel old? Did you feel like
some because like I'm like I grew up on Harry Potter and Twilight movies and whatnot. So like I'm like of all the franchises I grew up with, never had a moment like this where everyone was like, I mean, like Cap lifting the hammer and stuff, cool. Things we're seeing comic book references. Never where everyone is verbally in sync in real time. I'm just like,
It doesn't require a certain level
they
of
were
crazy.
all under the age of 12.
Don't you do it, Kira.
He's like, what is?
Don't you do it? Don't you
Too late.
freaking do it.
I mean, the same. But I'm saying like what Minecraft came out when I was in high school, and that's like I watched all my Counter-Strike friends leave me to go to Minecraft. So, like I remember when like your inception. So it's so strange to see because my friend took her 2 kids and she's like, I don't get it. Like this came out when we were teenagers. They're quoting it in real time. What the fuck is happening? I am so confused.
Tafari, in other words, what Tafari is describing is the scene in Weapons.
Yeah.
With the kids.
Listen, they
Dang.
got the,
It was
got
just
the
like
olds.
that in the movie theater. He's like, what the hell is going on?
It happened. It happened to me. It will happen to you.
Yeah, that was some. But at least this also gives Illumination something else to make besides the new Minions movie like every 6 months.
Which they're doing anyway.
Low key, those Despicable Me movies be funny as all get out.
I've only seen the first one, but I'm like, damn, how many of these are? Dad, it's like all over Universal. They got like Minions. Like even when we did like a joint broadcast when I was in radio in like their studio at Hollywood, not Hollywood Studios, Universal Studio, City Walk. They had like it was all Minion themes, the mics, the table, the seats, the hallway painting, and I'm just like, damn, like how many of these are we gonna like Shrek and get this much love?
The whole Despicable Me franchise, the Minions franchise, they're actually all the movies are good.
Mm-hmm.
Pharrell Williams really got another jump start in his music career.
Yeah,
thanks to that franchise.
That man has Illumination on lock because every movie they've done, he's been a part of the soundtracks for them.
Did they do Piece by? Was Illumination who did Piece by Piece? Or was that okay? That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this movie. My sister's already asking if we can go see it when it comes out. I'm curious if we'll see the rest of the Koopalings and if they are going to repeat the whole "Who's Your Real Mother" thing with Bowser Jr. because that was the entire thing of Mario Sunshine was him and
mama.
Yeah, him and Bowser could actually speak. The little paint thing was like him being a fake Mario and framing him for crimes. Yeah, and Mario gets arrested in like the first 5 minutes, which it was a more narrative-driven game, and I actually liked it. And I kind of wish they would do something more like it. But then the fact that at the end of the game, he's like, "Yeah, that's not your real mom." He's like, "I knew," but I'm like, are y'all ever gonna actually explain that? Like, who laid these eggs? And I'm already seeing people make the jokes of like, maybe just let Bowser be an artist. I mean, we've already seen what happens with one dictator when you took him away from the fine arts.
Ooh,
Yep.
hello.
Right.
So Batman was mentioned, which is a movie I did not watch. Was Borderland. I heard some.
Still haven't seen it.
I
neither.
refuse.
Not
Hey
interested.
man, look, when Kevin Hart pulled up to sign that car at Comic-Con, it left in like 45 minutes.
I was like,
I-
oh, you're just not gonna. Oh, that's not good.
Right.
then the game shot itself in the foot before it, or the director anyway. Like,
Nah, Pitchfork decided to say something that he should have just kept his. You know what? I'll leave my comments to myself before it goes into Borderlands territory.
I mean, that's. I'm not even a big Borderlands person, but I know how much people respect that franchise. So for him to say like, yeah, if you like the game, you'll find the money. Like, damn,
Wow.
And
that is the most crack sales pitch I've ever heard in my life.
But
And
see,
that's what
I'm
made me-
talking
and
about.
But that's what made me mad as a Borderlands fan because I love. I mean, 3 was crappy, but 1 and 2 were cool. So looking forward to 4, and then you come out and say, "Well, it's $100, but you know you can afford it if you really want it."
Tough
Really,
Tea said
Mr.
it was
CEO?
good.
Yeah.
Oh, she definitely was.
This is what I'm just like. Okay, y'all tried to
Too old for Lilith.
age thing. That
You make-
that
you
only
make
works
Kevin
when you
Hart
do like
rolling.
rom-coms for high school and college people.
It
And Kate Blanchett isn't part of any of that circle.
made me mad because Roland in the game is like 6'6". Kevin Hart is 5'4", and you basically just nerfed one of the best characters in the game just to make a celebrity feel comfortable. That's the part that I'm like, just really? Don't be wrong.
Can we get Ariana Greenblatt in a? She's already been part of one good franchise, which is Ahsoka, but can we get her in a franchise where she can actually shine? Please,
Right.
like she's popping up in different things that we know, and yet nothing.
Like I said, Hollywood. Claptrap wasn't bad, but no, I just didn't get bored. I didn't want to get Borderlands the movie a shot, and neither did Borderlands 4, but no.
I mean,
I'm
Nintendo.
sorry, and Endgame because she was Baby Gamora. I always
And then
she was Baby.
I wish the PlayStation characters got more because the Ratchet and Clank movie was actually really good. I'm sad that didn't do better. And then I know there was a teaser for a Sly Cooper franchise that didn't go anywhere.
Why do we not have a new Sly Cooper game? I'm sorry.
Sly.
These are once again, these are franchises that could work.
Mm-hmm.
They can really work. Like if you have movies like The Bad Guys that has a sequel and a television show now, you can do a Sly Cooper.
Right.
You can do it.
There was supposed to be a movie at one point or a TV show.
PlayStation backed out.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
they
backed out.
Yeah, they had a trailer and everything, but I don't know if the first Ratchet movie didn't perform well, but it's like Ratchet has been like rebooted twice already and it's still putting out, I think, nothing new for the PS5, but it's had like some new things come out and get ported. But like all the Jack games have been put, and the Sly games have been put on the PlayStation Store with like slight upgrades, and those are fun. I'm just like, we could be doing anything. We'll just pretend that 4th game didn't happen and say it ended at Jack X Racing, which I still haven't played.
But a cracking time with Ratchet and Clank was fun.
This goes back
freaking fun.
This goes back to when you have people in the industry of fandoms that we love not really understanding the fandoms that we love.
Yeah.
Like if you were to come to me and say, "Hey, Chris, we want you to work at this video game company, or we want you to work at this movie studio, and they're known for something very nerdy." If you sat up there and said, "Chris, we want you to work at Lucasfilms, and you're going to be working on Star," I'm like, "Look, you caught me at Lucasfilms."
Mm-hmm.
And the minute you said, I'm like, "I'm in." I already know what you're going to say. I'm in.
I got one moneymaker right now to whoever owns Def Jam. I said, look, all I need is a blank check and someone to figure out the rights to Vendetta. What do you need the blank check for? Because I am going to remake it, but I'm also going to include everybody that I can on there, hence the blank check, because they ain't gonna come on this shit for free.
See,
because I was like,
yeah, It's just it says so much. And this is something I've always lived by. I've always noticed that people that are in the suits who don't know, who don't, all they see, who they don't care.
Right.
We've talked about this.
You know, look, Ryan Coogler's Sinners did fantastic numbers, critically acclaimed. Is obviously going to be listed in one of the Oscar run.
Pretty
And
much.
yet, what's the first thing the studio says? We need to make it 2. No. If that's not what's planned, leave it alone.
Yeah.
It doesn't. And
I'm actually glad. I spoke about this with someone earlier today at my job.
Mm-hmm.
I said, Big Trouble in Little China is a cult classic.
Mm-hmm.
Would we like to know what else Jack Burton was up to? Of course.
Yes.
Would we like to
But
know
let it
what
be a
Jack
mystery.
Burton is up to right now? Not really.
No.
Let it be a mystery.
There was only a certain time frame to be able to do that. And once you surpass that time frame, it's no longer worth it because the main cast is either older or dead.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, it's just like
there's no Shan anymore.
I
Shan is gone.
I think there might be a universe where I forgot what his name was in Big Trouble in Little China, where he is head of the whatever syndicate or organization he was a part of in Fast and Furious.
Wait.
Wait, what?
Wasn't he in Fast and Furious? Am I crazy?
Mr. Nobody wasn't.
Mr. Nobody was, yeah.
Kurt Russell was in Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, I think there's a world where there's a connection.
I didn't know where you were going. I didn't know where you were going with it for a second. That's why I was like, wait, what?
That just made my head hurt. Oh gosh.
Especially when he gets.
I kind of want to know how that works now.
I mean, he's with.
Why are you opening this door?
It's better writing than what they got right goddamn now.
This is how more Fast and Furious movies get made, because someone's gonna sit there and say, I wonder what Mr. Nobody was beforehand, and then all of a sudden you see a Big Trouble in Little China reference.
Hey, look, they went to space.
I used to be a trucker. Okay.
Yeah.
Look, they are defying physics, surviving explosions, and going to space. Anything is possible. Like
that ties right into the underground world of Japanese street racing. He could have been hauling the cars across the country for them in that truck and had to fight off some of the Japanese.
I know surviving Little China, he winds up in feudal Japan.
Hey, listen, look.
Hey, look, this is why
the Asian market a little bit more. I don't think that's a bad idea.
This is why we are. This is
when
why
the poison arrows fall from the sky.
Wow.
This is why we're
Ladies
glad.
and gentlemen, welcome to Blerds Eyeview, where all of it makes no sense.
This is why we're glad to have people who actually play these things working on them, because if they flop, we're just not going to see another one for another 20 years. Like it's.
But to add to what you guys are saying, some movies don't need sequels, like Pulp Fiction. We didn't even know what was in the suitcase. Mm-hmm. We didn't in Seven. We didn't even know what's in the box. But at the same time, well, it was Sinners. Sinners right there is a perfect beginning to end story, and leave it with a little bit of mystery. You didn't need a sequel, because where are you gonna go to? That Old Boy's dead, and now we're following we're following the vampires. And what we do another iteration of the Lost Boys?
Hey, just give me a short of how bad the Choctaw was fucking up Remick.
Yes, that's what I want.
I can't believe there are
do a one shot
movies,
something
and
short.
I never watched. I couldn't get through 10 minutes of either of them. And that's in total.
What?
There are 3 other Lost Boys spinoffs.
I only know one.
Why?
And Corey,
why?
Corey Feldman was in one of them. Because people was like, well, what happened to the Frog Brothers? And like, well, he shows up.
Who cares?
And exactly. I'm like, no. I'm like,
is this a thing?
That was one of my favorite movies when I was a kid.
Lost Boys is
the Lost
good.
Boys. It's perfect. Leave it alone. We're done.
The man, the mesh tank top with the saxophone is still seen at cons worldwide. Still, that man is still booked and busy. Off one movie.
I don't think you can get Kiefer Sutherland to play David again. I'm sorry.
That man will always be Jack Bauer, no
Right,
matter
thank
what
you.
you put him in.
Although we'll never figure out how Jack Bauer has a bladder of steel. I'm sorry. That
He never went to
man
the bathroom
True.
in 24 hours.
I have never. He was like, I've seen him drift off to sleep just once, and he woke right the hell up. And I'm like, dude, you ain't gonna take a piss or nothing. Like,
Of all the shows,
tiny cutaways.
I'm just saying, of all the shows they could bring back, 24 would be perfect, especially
I
now.
think so too.
they tried it 2 different times.
You know,
I can't remember the actor's name, but he was in
the guy that
He
played
was in
in
Boys in the Hood.
yeah,
in Boys in the Hood, and they tried it with him.
He did a really
good
job
it
with
wasn't
him.
bad. It wasn't bad.
They did a good job with him.
They did
Yeah.
it, and then they did it again with Jack Bauer, and it was more like a movie.
yeah.
And I said, well, how y'all making it a movie? Y'all just
That was the part that was annoying.
that was the beauty of it being 24. You get 24 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone at least an hour, and you could run with it. It's like this, and we had a black president who didn't die
twice.
He did a black president that didn't die during his tenure.
Thank you, bruh.
Oh, but when he did,
Right,
it was spectacular.
the way me and my wife screamed in the house.
Can I say I was on a Navy ship when I saw him die? I was on a Navy ship when I saw him die, and I was in my own stateroom, and I screamed to the top of my lungs. I had people knocking on my door, talking about, "You okay? President's dead." What? Look, I pointed to the TV.
I'm glad you specified. You would have had the whole ship on alert. Just wait,
Oh,
what?
trust me. It was a small group, but oh my god.
Seen that. I seen that. He was just talking on his phone, and you heard that.
Right.
And all you seen was legs, and I'm like, he got hit in the shoulder. He got hit in the shoulder. It was like, President Palmer is down. What the fuck you mean he's down? What do you mean?
Just damn. No.
So
but
let me ask y'all this.
Mm-hmm.
What is a movie franchise that has not been done that you feel like could be done now and still be entertaining?